Hey guys, it's Sandi here, and we are at Females Who Slay. We're bringing together these incredible women, powerful women from South Florida to collaborate today, to get together and really dive into the skill set of what it means to network and collaborate. But we're also going to be talking about how we strategically plan to crush and slay going into the last part of the year and strong into 2022.
Hi everybody, Natalie Zaguri. Yes, piggybacking on what Sandi shared, we are bringing these women together to teach them how to network effectively. It's so important to have that skill set, so when you walk into a room, you're presenting your best self, and you're there also to help the other people in the room grow their business. It's all about networking, getting yourself out there and growing your network.
Hi. Learned how to slay your day with all of her productive hacks, and then you've learned how to network. You're gonna take all of that and combine it, and you're gonna learn how to collaborate with all kinds of women like we do in Females for Profit. Turn your passions to profit, collaborate with like-minded women, come together and make magic happen.
Hey guys, I'm Sandi Glant. So I know so many of you, and I love that we're doing this in person again. And when Bethany and I started talking about this, it was something that we were like, okay, we know we want to do it in person because we're just dying to finally have this connection again. And then also, you know, with Females for Profit, I'm like Females Who Slay, Females for Profit. We said, okay, let's take Slay Your Day and Females for Profit and marry the two together and make this an event that can lead up to the big event that she has every year. So we're gonna be doing this once a month. We're gonna come together and do little workshops. It'll be different every month. So you'll get different nuggets and trainings and networking and all the fun things every month. But we really wanted to, you know, have you ladies together, to have the communication, to have the networking, to have the tips that you can take away and go implement right away. So many of you I already know, and it's amazing to see so many familiar faces here. So for those of you who don't know me, my name's Sandi Glant. I'm a high performance productivity coach. I help women figure out the whole work-life balance thing. Like I said, I am a wife, I'm a mom of 2. My oldest is 4, my youngest is 14 months. So we're always moving and grooving, and there's a lot going on. My husband runs his business, the president of his company, and I have my business that I run. So with all of that being said, there's a lot, and many of the moms in the room know it's a lot when you're trying to juggle the business and the babies and all the things. So we'll be going over a few things. Some of you have heard me talk about these tips before, but I have a bonus tip at the end that you're gonna wanna jot some notes down because it's gonna be really helpful going into the new week on what you can start to put your focus and attention on. I call them the money moves. Any of you that have done my programs or in my academy, you know I always talk about the big money moves. So the first thing that we're gonna focus on today is I want you to start to think about, am I running my days or are my days running me? But planning the day the night before. This is huge. This is how we set up the next day for success, right? For me in my house, I've got my vitamins. Like I actually do this where it's like every day for the week is like planned out, so that's taken care of. I set out my gym clothes because I work out first thing in the morning. I set out my water bottle, the pre-workout, like all the things that I need to do the night before, so I know exactly what I'm going into. Because many of you know that like we'll plan out the day and then something happens and you're like, that didn't go according to plan, right? So now what? Now, like, we don't panic, we don't freak out, we focus on what we can control. And that's huge. When you focus on what you can control, you are now in control. The day's not running you. And when things pop up, like it could be like the baby's gotta go to the doctor, or your son's homesick, the dog's gotta go to the vet, like all these things that come up, doesn't matter what happens, you're still in control. So for me, I usually shut my workday down at 4 o'clock. That's when I write down what I'm doing for the next day. And then transitioning into tip number 2, my tip number 3 is focus on your top 3 needle movers. What are the 3 top needle movers, the money moves, that you can focus on that you know are gonna move you forward every single day? And again, everyone's are gonna be different, but we have to identify what those money moves are. And I'm gonna give you a hint at the end of this. I'm gonna show you how to do that. But what are those money moves? For some of you, it's connecting with clients, making phone calls, follow-up emails, marketing, video. I mean, there's a whole slew of things that we can do that we dive into. But it's really important to know what yours are, because that's how we stay away from getting caught up in the minutia of the day and the things that don't make sense. Like Natalie was talking before about like making coffee and having to buy the coffee and all these things, right? Like, is that really gonna contribute to the bottom line of what we're doing? Probably not the coffee. But again, knowing that is gonna help keep you on track, so you know exactly where your time is going. And if you have to do some things, right, because you're like, okay, I just have to get them done, maybe there's not someone else that we have to delegate these things out, let's make sure that we're not spending most of our time in those things. Okay, number 3, know your non-negotiables. This is huge. And I think also as women, we tend to extend ourselves and say yes to everything. But I want you to get solid. And if you're taking notes, I want you to write down, what are your non-negotiables? For me, my non-negotiables, one of them is putting my kids down to bed every night. So without a doubt, I make sure that that is my time with them. I'm working during the day. My mornings are also with my kids. So before I get into my coaching or my content or the marketing or the team, any of that, I'm with my family. And that's number 1 priority for me, right? I love my business. I love my clients. I love my family. I'm not gonna be the best mom if I don't feel like I'm being fulfilled with my work. And with my work, I'm not gonna feel like I'm being the best with my work if I don't have that time being fulfilled with my family. Those non-negotiables, that's your North Star. The non-negotiables are the things that you know you don't waver on. Those are the things that you know you're showing up there, you know that you get to be present here, you get to say no to certain things. Those non-negotiables are like your roadmap. Do that with both personal and professional. So know in both areas what those non-negotiables are. And then number 4 goes along with number 3, which is set boundaries. This is, and I actually just did a post on this yesterday, what are you saying yes to? What are you saying no to? How are you showing up? What do those commitments look like? Because the boundaries, again, are gonna protect what we were talking about with the non-negotiables. They kind of go hand in hand. So it's really important to know those non-negotiables, know what the boundaries are, and it's really like to protect yourself. When you know what's important to you, you're gonna know where you can commit in those areas. So having the non-negotiables and having the boundaries is really important. And then number 5, these all tie in together. Don't be afraid to say no. This is huge because, again, women, we're just like yes machines. We show up, we say yes to everything. I can do this, I can do that, I can pick up the dog, I can pick up the kids, I can do all the things, but who ends up last, right? And I know a lot of the moms are also like, yes, yes, I need my nails done, I need my hair done, like all the things, right? It's really important. And I know for me, when I'm being fulfilled in those areas, getting my workouts in, making sure I'm taking care of myself, time with my husband, date nights are really important. Like we have a non-negotiable in our marriage that we do a date night once a week. It could be just going to the beach and walking together. It could be an actual date night where we're having, going out to dinner. But just having that time together is really important. We both live extremely, I won't say busy, but productive lives. So the way that we get to connect with each other is having that one-on-one time. I'm gonna give you a little bonus tip here, and this is what you probably wanna jot down. So this is a weekly audit, and I do this at the end of the week, and I do this at the end of the month. And what this audit is, this is 7 questions, and these 7 questions are how I identify what worked for me. What worked for me that week? What do I need to pivot? What do I need to change? The big money moves stem from this. So if you're not quite sure, like, what are my needle movers? What are the things that are gonna get me moving forward in the right direction or building that momentum? This is where you go. This is where you come to. So the first thing is, what are my achievements this week? What did I achieve this week? That's number 1. Number 2, what action steps moved me forward this week? So not just what did I achieve, but what were those action steps? Okay, number 3, what sucked up my time this week? What sucked up my time this week? What are those time suckers? Okay, number 4, what are the action steps that got me the most visible this week? So like this week, you can all write down that you were here. So networking, what does my networking plan look like? My visibility plan. Is it content? Is it videos? Is it blogging? Like, what does that look like for you? Number 5, how am I feeling with my progress at the end of the week? Did I do good? Did I do amazing? Or can I kick it up a notch? Number 6, what are the tasks that I should have finished but didn't? And then number 7, how can I improve next week? So based off those 7 questions, those are the things that allow you to identify what your big money moves are, what your needle movers are. Because it's really important that we know, where did I fall short? Not just what I did good, because that's easy. We all know the things that we do good. We're like, yeah, I did that. But the things that we can improve, again, if you're in my academy, you know that one of the things that we talked about is making sure that we go back and we do that audit, right? Like when things come up, whether you feel like you killed it or not, like what could I improve for next time? So those are my tips for you ladies today. Thank you. If you guys have any questions, you can let me know. Does anyone have questions about the presentation from today?
Just to let everybody know, I am Christy. If you have not joined Sandy's program, it's a must. You need to do it. She is life-changing. She's also probably like a psychologist part-time. You're not like even me, you know, I'm starting out my real estate career in general real estate. I have the experience, I know how to sell houses, but for me, I want to learn how to build a business. And so she's teaching that every step of the way. I'm like baby steps and I'm getting there. But if you have not joined the program and you are looking to build a business, start your own, whatever it is, even if you're working, this is my testimonial. It's awesome.
Thank you. Do you have a question?
I want to say that I'm not part of the group yet, but I was fortunate to be a guest on Monday program. And when I think it was Gail, she said, every time I talk to you, I double my income. I'm like,
what's amazing is, you know, you're in a community of women who want the growth. You're in a community of women who are cheering each other on. They're getting the training. They're getting the information. And that's the biggest thing is like, if you know you're ready for that next level, but you're like, I'm not sure. Like, do I want to like tap my foot in and just like check it out, you know? Or are you really ready for that? Because like you have to be ready. You have to be ready before anyone else can see it. You have to know that you want it. And that's what these women are doing. You know, they started before they were ready, and like the wins, and they can testify to this, are happening every single week. You know, so it's incredible to see that, and it's such a great community. So for today, you guys have been hearing me talk about the Academy. For today, so the Academy, it's called High Performance Accelerator Academy. And some of my members are in here today. And yes, and the Academy it's a 6-month-long program. And what it is we look at how we tap into high performance in every area. In health, in family, in business, productivity, time management, work-life balance, all the things. Again, I have some members here, so if you have questions, you can ask me or you can ask them. Natalie, Christy, Gail are all members. And it's something that we meet every Monday, and we have very strategic systems, but also trainings that walk you through just like what we did today. And it's marketing, branding, sales. I mean, it covers everything. It's business and personal. So if you're interested in that, for today, I'm doing it's actually a little bit more than half off the program. So if you're interested in that, you can talk to me about it, and I'll give you the pricing and how that all works. We have a private Facebook group. We have a private WhatsApp group. Yep. So it's amazing. We all, everyone's sharing their wins every single week, and it's such an amazing community. So if you have questions about that, you can let me know. But those are the 6 tips for today. And if you guys have any questions on that, you can let me know. Our next training that we do next month, will build on this. So when we come back, I'll want to hear from you. What are some of these needle movers, these big money moves, that you've been able to identify? Because what works for you is going to be different for someone else, but the strategy is the thing that we want. We want to see what's actually working. Not what we think is working, but what's actually working. That's a wrap on our very first Females Who Slay. It was so amazing to have all the women come together and collaborate and connect and network and get actual tips that they can take home and implement for productivity, time management, work-life balance, and really implement this into their lives to get massive success and results. I can't wait to see you on the next one. Make sure you comment below. Let me know what you like about this video, and I want to know from you, what are your top productivity tips? Comment below, let me know yours, and I'll see you on the next one.